Hey everybody, this is Fi. I'm checking out Neurocrawl. This is a game I've not seen before. I've got the game page open here. You can even take a look at it with me. It's just going to be one of these games that is run right in the browser here. So this is made in a week for 7-day roguelike 2020. You can try to reach y equals 7 if you want to play around with the single mechanic that's in here. It should be possible on most runs, but not guaranteed. And it's possible to get stuck. This is mostly a bare-bones tech demo and a failed 7-day roguelike. Early gameplay ideas didn't work out, and between that and a series of migraines, I didn't manage to create anything worthwhile during the time frame. See you next year. Alright, so I don't know how much there's going to be here to dig into, but should be interesting nonetheless. Just check the capture here real quick. Right, so I don't hear any audio so far. Looks like page up. RT is, I don't know, the first thing I think of is right trigger, but I'm not using the like a gamepad, so what would RT be? Page up. I'm assuming this is suggesting keys on the keyboard, right? So I can hit page up, it goes there. Page down goes back. RT is maybe just right then. Okay. So, alright, we can use the arrow keys to move around on this plane and then page up and page down for these things. Yeah, kind of weird the particular keys being used. Looks like we can use WASD for rotating the camera. That's cool. Oh, and Q and E is zooming in and out. So I was thinking, it might be nice to just use like WASD for this movement, and then like have Q and E or something for up and down. But not a big deal. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Is this like a maze? Oh, there's a thing here. Kind of a barrier. Oh. Okay. Let's at the top here we can read some text that I wasn't really looking at before. Okay, crawl. Bouncing back from, what did this say before? Encounter something. So this just bounces you back, I guess. It's not like doing anything bad to me, I guess. The top right, it says reset, backspace, orbit camera, WASD, zoom camera, Q&E. Bottom right, crawl, probe, rotate clockwise, standard neuro server crawler, 1 ops. So I guess it's the 1, 2, and 3 keys we can probe. Okay, display subroutines of already discovered ice, 0 ops. Rotate target clockwise relative to own presence, 10 ops. What does that mean? Minus 10 ops. So how many? Oh, okay. Bottom left, it looks like we have a limited number of ops. Like operations, I assume. In the position, y equals 2. So I guess y is going to be the vertical. So it looks like every time I move, it's going to use up a number of ops, but probe doesn't. So if I probe the thing that's kind of to my right here, it says block, tab for more. Oh, okay, so this shows more of the history, I suppose. All right, so a little bit getting used to the interface and stuff here, but I think I kind of figured it out generally. Probe is interesting, and rotate target clockwise to relative to own presence. So I did this before, and I tried to do it to this thing to the right of me, I guess, and okay, so it's working. It's wasting my ops, which is kind of frustrating. But it's rotating like around an axis that isn't useful. So I guess if I go up, wait, can I move? Wait, I have to shoot. Okay, I have to go back to crawl before I can move around. Oh, there's another thing. So Yes, it's clockwise relative to own presence, but I don't know what that means in 3D. Clockwise relative to own presence. Like I can see it's kind of rotating around this axis like this. But okay, I guess it's just, yeah, I assume it's just the direction. I'm assuming like, oh gosh, there's so many things. Are these like, are they growing? What's going on? Oh, okay, that's interesting. So I assume if I go up, I hit the, I'm hitting the wrong things here. Right, 3, then I try and go up. Yeah, okay. So I can do that, and that would let me pass. Oops, see I rotated that accidentally. Okay, so it's kind of annoying. It's really easy to like accidentally use the rotate or something. That's gonna bounce me now, because you have to like switch back and forth by hitting the number keys, so it seems a little bit too easy to mess something up there. So I can move past this now. I don't know if there's a point doing that, but it's interesting to figure out. So yeah, I guess it's sort of a maze. We're just supposed to try to go up, I assume. I'm thinking, equals 5. We're supposed to try to get to y equals 7, right? They didn't really present me with any, oh my gosh, any goal, like in the game itself, as of yet, but okay, so I think if I go up like this, then I can go up and y equals 7. Oh, nope. I'm gonna get blocked again and blocked again. Oh my gosh. Okay. So many things. So very interesting. So it seems like the only thing I can do is to rotate. I don't know that the probe is useful. At least not at this point. Maybe it's for if there were other things that were intended to be added or something. But yeah, it looks like it's just sort of, we just try and get past all of these blocking objects to try and go up vertically. And we can rotate, but it's like really tricky. Oh, did I get, no, I'm not stuck. I can go down. But yeah, it's weird having to try and approach everything from the right direction to be able to rotate it in a way that's meaningful. Seems really tricky. Everything is bouncing me. Yeah, because you can't just go directly. Like every time this happens, you have to find some other direction to approach from in order to try and rotate these things correctly. But it just seems like, I don't know, it's sort of like you just have to kind of wander around and hope that you end up somewhere meaningful. I don't feel like I really have a reasonable way to approach this that would be well thought out, because I don't know, anytime I want to think about, okay, there's all these things blocking me, I just have to rotate one so I can get past and move forward. If I try and take some other route to approach these things, most of the time it seems like I just run into more and more, and then it's like I don't really feel like I really have options. Now what I can do is I can do the one above me here. So hit 3 and then page up. And I think if I go up here, I can move on to this space. that's good, I guess. But I've already been back here, right? Because it's showing... Alright, now I'm stuck here. It did mention it's possible to get stuck, so that makes sense because... Oh gosh. So I can rotate the one above me. Oh no, I can't because there's no connection from here to there. Oh no, I'm here again. No wait, I rotated this one. So that's mildly useful. I can go above this, but then blocked here, blocked here. Yeah, like I don't really feel like I can keep all this stuff on all these different vertical levels and everything like in my brain at once to be able to feel like I know what I'm doing, like trying to move around and stuff. It just kind of feels like I'm just kind of doing it randomly. I guess I haven't gotten over here yet, so that's interesting. There's some pathway through here. There's not many ways up here. I can go over here. No, I can't. I can go up. I have not gone here yet, so okay. Alright, I get it. That's it, sorry. Alright, no, so this is interesting for sure. Like I said, it's just hard to wrap your head around it. So I guess the single mechanic he's talking about is the rotating the little bouncy things, these guys here. And I mean, like on paper, I guess it seems kind of interesting, but it's hard to make it into something that I would consider would feel like it has some kind of a methodology to it, you know, like if you want to do what is effectively a puzzle game, then you know, usually there's some way you can kind of wrap your head around how to solve the puzzle rather than just doing random things. And this isn't completely random by any means. You know, there's a little bit of thoughtfulness that goes through it, but yeah, I didn't really know like what direction to try and go into or anything for the most part. So I don't know, like it was interesting, but I'm not really sure what might work to this concept's favor to make it like something you could wrap your brain around a little better. Maybe I guess maybe if you had less of these block things, like just like a small fraction of what you have here, and then just, you know, if you had other mechanics like the developer's been talking about, you know, you didn't get much else in the game so far. So maybe if you just replace these with different types of things, then maybe it would kind of work out a little better as the sort of maze that you have to proceed through. I actually think that seems like a really reasonable bet if you had a lot less of these and just different sorts of things that you had to deal with, then things would probably work out a bit differently than they did with just this one obstacle. So yeah, I think this would be worth, you know, continuing on with. I know it's supposed to be sort of a roguelike, which, you know, it has a sort of 3D grid movement. I could kind of understand how that could lend into some roguelike type gameplay. But as it is, it feels more of a puzzle game, like a maze, I would call it. So yeah, I don't know. I would be interested to see like what other kinds of ideas you might have to work into this, and I'm hoping you would continue working on it, because I think it has a nice feel to it. It's a very unique feeling, so could definitely see it blooming into something a bit more than it is right now. So yeah, hopefully the video is useful for you. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.